Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Britta and you are watching Bits with Britta. Hello and thank you so much for watching today. Today's video is all about our homeschool curriculum choices for the year of 2020-2021. I did a previous video about our homeschool and how and where we homeschool in our home. And I explained that I've gotten a lot of questions about homeschooling from a lot of families that are interested in homeschooling, especially during these hard times and deciding not to take their children back to public school. So for the people that are new to homeschooling or people that have been homeschooling for a while, here are our choices, our curriculum choices for this year. This video is all going to be about my 5th grader and curriculum choices for his grade level. We are going to be using the Gather Round homeschooling curriculum for both of my children this year. And this is the upper elementary workbook. And there is a curriculum that is done. This is an amazing curriculum that is done by units, and I'm going to do a separate video just on Gather Round. But for my youngest, he's in 5th grade, all of his reading, writing, social studies, science, and art is going to be established and done through this Gather Round curriculum. So I will go more in detail in this in a separate video. For reading this year, not only will there be reading a part of the Gather Round curriculum, but we also have selected the books for my son to be using for reading for comprehension, working on fluency, and the chapter books that he is going to be reading for this year. Throughout the year, as my children are reading, they are reading a chapter book along with a novel study that goes with it. And I get the novel studies from Teacher Pay Teacher, and then I print them out and use them. They work really well to help with comprehension, and it gives them some writing prompts, vocabulary words, sentence structure, and different things that are going to help them be successful as they are reading the book that they are currently working on. My 5th grader is going to be reading some novels that are going to go with the Gather Round unit studies. So if we are working on Asia, then if we are doing a unit study on Asia, then the book is going to relate to something in Asia. So our book selections for this year for him are The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Where the Mountain Meets the Moon. We're going to do a whole unit study on Europe with Gather Round. And so during that study, we are going to read Who was Napoleon? Where is Stonehenge? And who was Leonardo da Vinci? A Whale in Paris? Holes? The Mouse and the Motorcycle? And Nelson Mandela, No Easy Walk to Freedom. So my youngest will read those books as we are going through our unit studies with Gather Round. And we'll also be doing the novel study that goes with each book. Our math curriculum choice for my youngest is going to be teaching textbooks. We decided on teaching textbooks 3.0. We really enjoy the curriculum. It's all done on the computer. It keeps all of his grades and everything organized on the computer. And my son really, really likes that curriculum. When you first get started with teaching textbooks, it has you take a test and it tells you exactly where you need to be for the level for your child. There's also a free 15 lessons that you can try the system out, the curriculum out if you'd like, and it gives you kind of a feel of how the curriculum works. There's a lecture and then lessons that go with each unit. My youngest is working on cursive and handwriting, and so he is using level 5 handwriting from The Good and the Beautiful. I really like the way that they do cursive in this curriculum. He started it at the end of the year because he finished his 4th grade cursive handwriting book, and so we needed a new one, and we tried Good and the Beautiful, and he really liked it. So we will continue with level 5 until we're finished with it, and we'll move on to level 6. My youngest is also learning how to type, And so we are using Typing 1, The Good and the Beautiful. It is a wonderful way to learn your typing skills. There are beautiful pictures to look at while you are reading and typing out what each lesson tells you to work on. It also gives you some fun activities like type 5 things that are the color green. So there are lots of different fun ways to help yourself with typing. I like this a lot better than using a computer program. With my kids, when they're typing with a computer program, they're looking at the computer monitor and they're watching the fingers and where they move to, and they just weren't learning where the keys were. So this way, they are trying really hard not to look at their fingers, but they're also not looking at the picture that's matching and shows where the fingers are up on the monitor. So this way we just use a Google Doc and they type down what lesson they are working on, and then they have this propped up so they can look at it, and away they go. My youngest started Typing 1 last year and didn't quite finish it, so we will finish up Typing 1 and then we will move on to Typing 2. Electives for my 5th grader for this year. He is going to be working with music. He plays the cello, takes private music lessons, and we incorporate music history and music appreciation by listening to different pieces of music using the SQUILT form. SQUILT stands for Super Quiet Uninterrupted Listening Time, and you take time to listen to a piece of music and then you analyze the piece and figuring out what you hear by the different elements of music. Art projects will be incorporated with Gather Round. We will also add some fun art projects that we find on Pinterest. We always seem to find some super fun and exciting art projects throughout the year. My youngest is interested in cooking and wants to become a chef. And so this year for his culinary arts, for his elective, we are going to be using radish. He got this curriculum. He got these recipes for Christmas a few years ago. Each recipe card is very hard plastic and it's been laminated. It tells them all the ingredients that they need. It shows them step by step what to do and how to measure things. It gives them a glossary of different words that they are learning. And it teaches them a new culinary skill every time that they cook something new. So we will be using radish throughout the school year for his culinary arts. Also in Gather Round, when you are doing a unit study on a country, there are recipe cookbook that goes with that unit. So we will also incorporate the Gather Round recipe books for the units that they have been written for. PE. Physical education is really important for kids and it helps them to stay active. My son really likes a company that we have here in Colorado called PE Plus. And so you go to PE with other homeschool children, and this year will be mostly outside at parks, and you go once a week or twice a week. They work on different physical education concepts and they learn new games and really have some fun in PE Plus. The last elective that both my children are going to be doing is Herbal Studies. We are going to be using this Herbal Adventures, Backyard Excursions, and Kitchen Creations for kids. And this is a wonderful way for children to learn about different herbs, different remedies, and different plants. They have beautiful pictures and really fun and exciting activities to be able to go out and look for different herbs and different flowers, different plants and different herbs out in the community and in nature. And that is my child's 5th grade year in terms of curriculum. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. If you have used any of these curriculum choices, I'd love to have your opinion. Please give me some comments, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye, guys.